Hi, how to print a file to 3 different print settings in a hot folder scenario. So when you drag and drop a file in a folder, it automatically prints on 3 print settings that one file. Now to do this, you need directory monitor setup, and you also need replication feature. Now first of all, I'll set up directory monitor ready for you. So you go into options, directory monitor. You select the path of the folder you want to monitor, which is this path here. Now I only want to print PDF files, so I'm going to put in .pdf into the only print file type. Now select your printer you want to use, click on printer, I'm going to click the Xerox one, and then add to monitor list, which will create an entry here. So I'm going to update this one because I've set it before. So now that's done, to actually activate monitor, you just tick that box. We won't do that yet because we've got replication to set up as well. Now to set up replication, you have to do one manually first, and then you can use that as a template for many files later. So first I want to set the printer to tray 1 for the first copy. It could be any print setting you want. So I'm going to go File, Printer Setup, into Xerox. It's set to tray 1 already. Click OK. File, save printer settings as. I'm going to save it in this folder here, 1.prs. So that's now saved. Those settings are saved for the printer and saved under that file name. So I'm going to do the same again, but for tray 2. And then go into printer save settings as, and I'm going to call it 2.prs. So I've got 2 now set up. I'm going to file menu, print setup. No, you only have to do this once. I'm going to have to set it to tray 5 for this one. So now I'm going to save that. So those are now my print settings files. So I want to set tray 1, and then I want to print a file. It could be any file, put in there. Then set tray 2, then print the same file again. Then set tray 5 in this case, print the file again. Now it needs to be the same file here. So now I just want to highlight with the control key held down those 3 files. You could do a quick print test here, just check it's going to work. I'm not going to do that for this example. Go in Action menu, set File for Replication, click Yes. Now in here, because I want to save it for monitor, I don't actually want to do it across any of these files, so I'm going to go on File, Save Settings As. I'm just going to call it Setup. So that's now set. So I'm going to clear that off. Go to Options, Directory Monitor Setup, Extra Options, Notifications. Now in here you can use a replication file. So I'm going to set it to use that one. So that should be all set up to go now. I'm just going to right mouse, update it. Click Activate Monitoring. Save and exit. You can see it's counting down. Right, got a little problem. I think it's actually sorting the files, which doesn't do it by default. Just need to stop it. To directory monitor setup, advanced. Yeah, I need to make sure that's set to no order, which it is by default. Everything else should be default. Just going to clear that off. Clear print log. I should scan that again. There we go. So you can see it's picked up 3 copies of each file. which is now printing. So I've got 3 copies of that file, and then it's going to go on to the next one. Whilst it's doing that one, I'll check the settings. If you pause this printer, you can actually see the settings. If you right mouse properties and go to printing options, you can see it sets tray 1. The next file should be tray 2, which it is. And the next file after that should be tray 5 bypass. That's it. So you can see that it's set there. Now it's printed the next file, which is in here, test file here. So it'll do the same with that, and it can be any number of pages. Tray 1, tray 2, and then be tray 5 for the last one. So that's 3 copies of that file, and it's got the next file in there, and so on and so on. And that's how you use replication in Directory Monitor. Give it a try.